Did you hear that xTool has a new product and it is not a laser?
It's an apparel printer, which means it's a new take on a DTF printer with direct-to-film printer, which means you're going to print on a film and then transfer it to any soft goods like a t-shirt,
A hoodie, a hat,
yeah,
shoes,
canvas
blankets,
bag.
canvas, yeah, pretty much anything cloth. I don't know much about this printer. I know that we have one on the way and that Kim's super excited.
I am very excited.
So I thought we could take a look with you right now. We're going to hop over to the website. We're going to check it out, see what's happening with this new xTool apparel printer. Position 2.
Now, this is all the information that they're really sharing right now is what you see on their website. So we thought we would go through it, talk about some of the features and what we think about them, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty cool graphic off the bat.
Right.
It just keep it through the window. What is that? CMYK plus white?
Yes, I know it has 2 white ink channels.
Oh, 2 white inks.
Mhm.
Okay. Not $50 unlock exclusive early bird benefits.
We know it's going to be in a Kickstarter campaign, so you could put a $50 deposit down now, which is fully refundable, and that'll get you the lowest price when it is offered. So that's your early bird benefits here.
And what's this? Be a part of the xTool apparel printing community. Oh, they already have a Facebook group.
I'm already a part of the Facebook group.
Of course.
I'm already keeping abreast of what's going on.
Kids are so excited about this thing. Like, she squealed when she got the email.
When I got an email. Yeah, this was back in December. I was so excited. I can't wait. I'm excited that xTool is doing something. They're building on their laser community for the apparel.
Ooh, look at that pen.
Yes. Yes.
It's pretty beastie.
So
That made it look pretty quick. AI camera.
So it's going to double check your prints. It's going to be using its AI technology to make sure that you have the cleanest, most crisp colors in your prints.
Is that for like a like print head alignment or?
Yeah. Pause right there. I want to let's talk about some of these things. Yeah.
Bring it back. I like the AI camera. Just show you checking out these 2 pictures.
Right. So what it's showing is that it will make sure that the print quality is where it needs to be.
Oh, so does it watch the print quality?
Yes,
Or,
that's what.
Not to just measure the head level. I was thinking it was measuring Z-axis, but if it's measuring print quality.
Mm-hmm. That's what my understanding is based on what I'm reading.
Oh, that's cool. And then I guess it'll adjust accordingly.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. And
High resolution. Yep. So I know it's using Epson i1600 print heads, which is a dual print head.
I do remember that. Here's what I like. I like that it looks like the shake and bake section is tucked up underneath the printer.
Yes. So I think what I'm reading on the website, the printer is sold separately from the what is that? The shaker and the oven.
The shaker and the baker.
So it sits on the shaker and the oven becomes its stand. And then it prints, and then it will, if you have the add-on shaker and oven, it will add the powder for you, run it through the heater.
Let's see if it says anything about that coming up, key features.
Yeah, let's go through it.
So it prints on anything. Yep. I feel like we mentioned all these. Hey, I even mentioned sneakers.
You sure did.
One click from print to bake. This is what we're talking about. Can I reverse this one? Or will it just replay? And it cuts. So is it a roll of film and it looks like it's dot matrix?
Yeah, not yet. So it's not a roll yet. The first evolution of this is a 14 by 18 sheet. Like you see, the dot matrix or the holes on the side, make sure that it's positioned perfectly as it goes through the printer.
I hope it's not as loud as the dot matrix printer. I am old enough to remember how loud printers used to do. I remember trying to use Paint Shop inside just Windows 3.1 and printing to it.
I remember going to the print room.
Oh,
they just did printing.
I remember.
All right, we digress.
I just got a cutter. So this is like the whole shebang what they're showing here. But right now it's going to start with single sheets.
Yes. Well, this is a single sheet. I think it's showing you that.
It's showing that it cuts. See the little blade? And then it does the bake. So you prints it.
I think that's a blade. I think that's a print.
And then it cuts. Like, cuts.
Oh, cuts.
And then it sends single sheet through to do the shake and bake.
Well, I read that the cutting comes later. I will let you know when it gets here. I think that the first evolution is 14 by 18 sheets. Roll to roll, I guess, or roll printing will happen later.
Yeah, I get it. All right, so yeah, it does have the Epson i1600s.
Yes.
So those are pretty good print heads. I know when we were looking at UV print heads, that was one of our options, and we did a lot of research on print heads.
So 720 by 1800 DPI, I think that's great for doing t-shirts or canvases. This isn't, full color artwork here.
Well, yeah, you're not going to be printing.
But I do know that 3.8 PL, which is called, it's picoliters, I think.
Picoliters.
Yes, it's picoliters, and I can't even tell you. It's a minuscule, tiny drop.
Ultra fine.
Yeah.
Minimum ink drop size.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
I had to go look up what PL was. It's picoliters.
Doesn't say it up there.
No, trust me. I did the research on it. I have been waiting for this.
Redefine printing efficiency.
So 50 square feet an hour.
That is pretty quick. I mean, that's almost a foot an hour. It's like 80% of a foot an hour, right? That's pretty good.
Well, it says print heads feature more than double the number of nozzles, meaning it's a 2-head nozzle, delivers more prints every second. It allows you to do 14 by 18 and to be completed in just 2 minutes, keeping up with personalized customer demands and unmatched speed and efficiency. So that's exciting because when we tried DTF before,
I enjoy the size of 14 inches. I don't like
the 11 and 3/4 or 12 inches, right?
Yeah, I don't like the 12 inches because, I want something that will cover the full hoodie. And the problem that we were having with the sublimation was the sheet size.
It was, when you were doing it on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, or a little small for your hoodies.
Even the other ones will have gone up to 12.75 when I really wanted that, like 13 and a half inches.
So that's exciting.
I'm surprised it's such an odd print size.
Oh, here's where it talks about the automated camera. Here you go.
Oh, here you go.
Here, do you want to read it or you want me to read it?
Oh, go for it. It's hard on my old eyes from that far away.
AI camera and intelligent recognition. Read it correctly.
Well, the camera's
automatic print head calibration and blocked nozzle compensation.
Okay.
Remove the need for tedious manual adjustments while ensuring accurate reproduction of designs and colors, preventing color overlap and image distortion.
That's pretty good.
I'm reading around. But I'm excited to see what this camera does because showing here, look what it's taking. You see how it's taking that
from. It sounds like it constantly adjusts, and it'll pick up if there's a blocked nozzle.
Which isn't that in an automated way? It's doing it on its own. Yeah. I'm so excited because it really talks about. Well, I'm going to show you something later on.
Block nozzle was trashed how many projects?
Oh, and this is another good feature. So always on self-maintenance, meaning if you're leaving it on, it will use real-time data by monitoring the humidity sensor. And so it knows what the temperature is, what the humidity is, to do an automatic print head cleaning and white ink circulation. We'll always be circulating the white ink, but it will automatically clean the print head if it's just sitting there. So you don't have to worry about it. And then
now we got an early DTF printer, and the white ink, it had white ink stirring, but it didn't have circulation. So it was still settle in the lines. It was settling in the head. Now, the picture here that I see right in here, it looks like the heads now get capped like they do on a UV printer.
Yes.
It looks like this piece here is going to rise up and cap them, which will really help with that ink circulation, right?
Yeah, and then that's allowing it to do the ink circulation.
I mean, I really love that about the UV printer. So that is nice. Yeah, here's the ink waste. The pink is the ink waste. The blue is the feed. Nice. I enjoy that. White
That's it.
software is all you need.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to use creative space like it does with everything else. So
Oh.
that's pretty cool that they have integrated it in on a whole new technology. It's not laser cutting. Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking too.
How did they integrate it? Oh, and if they integrated it, you know what's coming. A print and cut. And the ability to print and cut if they're integrating that into creative space.
Well,
That's
that
pretty
is
cool.
that is Garrett's. We do not know that, but that
That's
is
my theory.
in my area. And it talks about, one of the big features of Creative Space is the AI technology now, where it will create its own images. So you can still use that AI technology to create your own images.
Print images.
Yes, for T-shirts and bags and stuff like that, right there in the software, so you can do your designing and your
All
printing.
one-stop print shop.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting.
It is. All right, here's where I've been waiting to get to.
All right.
Specifications. Product dimensions.
So
So it looks like it's 3 foot tall.
that is with the shaker and the heater, and then it's
More like
14
this.
printer solo size.
That's 36 wide, I'm assuming.
Oh, okay, you're right. 36 by 14 by 14 tall. 14 deep,
Okay.
14 tall. 62 pounds. I read that it's like 93.
Size. Here we go. Okay.
So there's
Look at
your 30,
So it's
25 by 23 by 36. So it's still 36 tall. That's what we said a moment ago. I'll sit on that.
and 14 inches to that. So it's about 4 foot tall.
And print width is 14. And I know that the sheets are at 18. We
Now
already
is that
said
a
it.
true print width?
I mean, that's what it sounds.
All fabrics, cotton, polyester, denim, canvas.
Spandex, so that's good. Stretchy stuff.
Dual 1600 print heads. There's your pickle leaders.
Yeah.
Pickle leader.
Look, I've educated you.
Yeah.
Single sheet fee, there it is. Roll fed, delivered later.
Okay.
So it's going to
It's
be.
coming single sheet.
Mm-hmm.
CMYK, white. All right. I like it. I think our original VTF printer was CMYK, white. I think that was one of the problems we were having with getting it to adhere to the...
Uh-huh.
the
I
glue and
think
stuff.
you're right. Yes.
Our white was too thin. My white was too thin.
All right. Support the software, creative space. We talked about this. Auto nesting,
Oh,
printing layout, machine control. So design generator, right. And then the RIP software, which is what
man, that
Android
experience space is so powerful for being free.
I'm constantly impressed with the add-ons and the features and the
Just the constant updates. Like,
Yeah,
like every time I
constant
open it, they're like, here's a new firmware update. Here's a new software update.
yes, I love that. Yes. Auto ink circulation, print head cleaning.
App remote monitoring.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that. Yes. So you'll be able to use your phone, Creative Space on your phone, or I'm assuming it's through Creative Space, and you real-time monitoring of what's going on in your machine so you can see it.
Through that camera? Will
Yes.
camera create alerts?
Yes.
Nice.
What I'm understanding anyway. All right. Frequently asked questions, the deposit period. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. You're not done?
Yeah. Auto print head cleaning.
Waiting circulation. Mm-hmm.
You don't know how many companies we talked to when we were looking for a UV DTF printer. When we would ask about circulation, they would say yes, but it was really just stirring.
Yeah, that is true. It's different. Circulation and stirring is different. Stirring is just a little wheel in the inkwell where you pour your bottle of ink. It just stirs it. Circulation means it goes all the way through the
Right.
and through the print head. And well, I don't know if it just spits it into the waste. It doesn't. Does it circulate it all the way back out, or just runs it through the print line? So it's always like spitting out a little bit of ink.
Well, our big UV printer has got 2 lines, so it does circulate the lines, and then when it does the print head cleaning, it spits.
Then it wastes it. Then it
Waste
goes
ink.
to wasting. Yeah. Okay, so here the deposit period. So you can do your deposit between January 21st and February 12th. We will launch on February 13th, and I will say, our printer is supposed to be here on Wednesday, and we're supposed to have our launch video February 13th.
Oh, wait, when is it? Wait, that's like I got a week to film and edit.
You got like 2 weeks, I think.
Well, it's not going to be here till Wednesday.
Well, and next week we're gone.
And then we'll be gone next. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to really play with it this week so that we can film and edit when you get back, I think.
Well, I already want to make some hoodies. I got a bunch of hoodies I need to make.
Oh, and we got some new Made It Mafia merchandise that we want to do. Yeah. Okay. So can the $50 deposit be used on bundles? Yes, it is the lowest price for the early bird bundles and fully refundable. Does it include the shaker oven at $39.99?
Does not include the shaker.
So I don't see anywhere that says how much the shaker oven will be. I don't know what the additional cost is going to be yet.
I don't think we'll know until launch for like accessories. What are the advantages of xTool Apparel Printer? Just screen sub. Well, I can answer that one. That's an easy one. You can print on anything. It doesn't need to be polyester like you need for sublimation.
Yeah, it talks about that.
And what was the comparison? Screen printing. If I'm doing multicolors, I don't need multiple screens. I don't have to line anything up. I just print it to a sheet, slap it on a piece of apparel, and press it for 10 seconds. Done. It's
and as many colors as you want, right?
Yeah, as many colors as I want. Easier, cheaper, faster. There's so many more reasons that I enjoy DTF over sublimation and
screen printing. Yes. I feel guilty because my friend next door is a screen printer, so whisper it so he doesn't hear us.
Although our friend next door would come to us on one-off jobs, he only does like hundreds of pieces.
Yeah.
So when he would get 50 or less, he'd come over here and use our DTF printer.
But we couldn't keep up with his demand. So this is small business ready. So it should keep up with the demand. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, that's what I'm seeing out of that 50 feet an hour.
Yeah, 50 square feet
50
per
feet an
hour or something.
That sounds a lot faster than the one that we had.
So what makes it different is that they're automating the entire process. It was in there. That's what I was reading.
Oh, was that week? Yeah.
No,
what makes it different is I don't have that big, large bus thing coming out of the front of my printer that it has to.
So the big commercial ones, yes, are huge. They're bigger than this table. They're really.
They're about 4 foot. Yeah, they're about 4 foot long. Right?
And
been together,
right?
Because doing this job where I'm putting all the powder on and baking it and watching it.
Yeah, he was very worried
for me.
Very worried about breathing in DTF powder because it's just a fine
powder. It's rubber powder.
And he was like, no, Kim, if you're going to do that, if you're going to sit in there and do a bunch of
respirator.
Yes, he made me wear the respirators so that I could glue a bunch of them at one time. And then I would go out to a separate oven.
That powder was so fine. It would get everywhere. And it was everywhere.
And yeah.
And I'm sure it would be up in your lung.
Which is, back to xTool and their safety features. I think that's why they're doing this. It's fully enclosed. So it does talk about, and some of the other stuff that I'm reading, talks about the fact that it can be indoors. It could be in an office inside your home, and it's going to be safe.
Baking it got stinky, so we had to do it out in the shop.
Yeah. So, what's the cost to print a T-shirt? So that 14 by 18 inch transfer is 90 cents.
Oh, is that materials and ink? Yeah, materials and ink.
And if you turn it sideways in the 14 by 18,
that's cheaper than vinyl at that point.
Yes.
And vinyl is just one color.
Yes. And then you don't have to layer to get multicolored.
Yeah, then you'd have to layer it. So then
become
way cheaper.
Yeah. And then if you turn it sideways, so that would be 7 by 9. So if you're doing like an average size T-shirt, not a giant hoodie, you can do 2 of them on one sheet sideways, and that's 45 cents.
45 cents.
That's not totally bad off.
So it's faster, cheaper.
Yeah. I got you. Business call. And is it okay? Now go to the next one. I want you to read this one. This is what I was excited about.
Printer difficult to maintain. Why do they bury the lead? This is what everybody wants to know.
Yes, that's because everyone asks me when we talk to UV, what is the maintenance? Because they know DTF is maintenance heavy.
Heavy, like daily maintenance heavy. Unlike the UV printers, which like weekly maintenance. Not bad.
So this is saying it's fully automated life cycle maintenance, meaning most of the time it requires no manual intervention. Yeah, no manual intervention. As long as the printer remains plugged in. Yes, like your regular inkjet printer. Exactly. It continuously monitors the humidity and the temperature, and it automatically triggers the print head cleaning, white ink circulation, reducing the risk of clogging.
Mobile app. Here we go. Real-time updates.
Even if you're
on its own, it will send you an alert with specific instructions. Hey, there you go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I don't have to sit there and watch it. Then you don't have to sit there and watch your printers.
Right.
Watching them print.
I'm always babysitting. So I'm excited. So this is our first look, going through what they've offered and shared with us right now. I got to go back to the pretty picture.
I want to go back here. I want to check this piece out again. So it goes down. I guess the shake. I wish I could pause it.
Yeah, I can't pause it. I saw that too. So just watching it as it comes down, it's a quick look. That's powder.
I think. Where is the powder? The powder was up top.
Right after it cuts, you'll see the little, it looks fuzzy. That's the powder. It's adding the powder. And I don't know exactly how. I can't tell how.
Huh.
So, but we get ours on Wednesday, so we'll be able to unbox it. So hopefully by Friday, we'll be able to do, at least some sort of little first look.
I'm hoping to have some hoodies. Position 1. I'm hoping to have some hoodies before we head off to, where are we going? AP Eddie?
Yes.
I want some Kim and Garrett make it hoodies.
Yeah, he's been saying that.
There's
We've
otherwise.
been saying that for years.
For
years.
I definitely want some of those and maybe a hat. I want some K&G merch.
I'm gonna go out there
If
if
we
we
hit
shirts and
Facebook.
hoodies.
Yeah.
So that we'll
Grab
be
it
ready.
for me.
So
I am ready. I'm ready for them. Now that I see this, I am so ready. I didn't want to do another DTF printer because of the maintenance on the last one and the powder in the air. But all in one with the shake and bake right there, I'm excited now. Now I'm ready. Well, I am about out of time. I gotta go get ready to make some merch. You gotta go get ready to make yourself some t-shirts. And we will see you next time.